Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the real difference between success and failure.
Yeah,
Let's get started.
absolutely. This is a topic that touches everyone. It's something we all deal with.
Right.
So, where do we begin?
Well, people often fear failure because they think that if they fail once, it's over. But in reality, failure is just a new beginning, an opportunity to learn.
That's so true. But why do you think people are so afraid of failing?
I think it's because society stigmatizes failure. We've been taught that failure is bad.
Yeah.
But actually, failure is a stepping stone to success.
Do you have any examples to illustrate that?
Absolutely. Take Steve Jobs, for instance. He was fired from his own company.
Right.
Can you imagine that? Being let go from the company you founded? But he didn't let that stop him.
That's incredible. And he came back stronger than ever.
Exactly. He returned and turned Apple into one of the biggest brands in the world. It shows that failure can be a setup for a comeback.
Absolutely. So, it's all about how we perceive failure?
Yes. If we see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, we can turn setbacks into stepping stones. It's like, think of failure as feedback, not a verdict.
I like that. Feedback, not a verdict.
Exactly. And consider a toddler learning to walk. They fall down countless times. Do their
Right.
parents tell them to stop trying?
Of course not. They encourage them to get back up and try again.
Exactly. But as we grow older, we start fearing failure and sometimes give up too soon.
Maybe it's because we become more self-conscious or worry about what others think.
That's a good point. Social pressure can make us afraid to fail.
Yeah.
But we need to remember that every successful person has failed at some point.
So mindset is key.
Absolutely. It's all about adopting a growth mindset, seeing challenges as opportunities.
Right. So, what are some practical steps we can take to cultivate this mindset?
Well, we've got 3 golden rules for success that everyone can follow.
Perfect.
Rule number 1, don't fear failure, have the passion to learn. When we
Right.
embrace failure as a teacher, we grow stronger and wiser.
That's crucial. Do you have any personal experiences with this?
Actually, yeah. I remember when I started learning guitar. I was terrible at first,
Haha,
but I
same
kept
here.
practicing, learning from my mistakes, and over time, I improved.
Exactly. If you'd given up after the first failed attempt, you'd never have gotten better.
Exactly. And that brings us to rule number 2. Consistency is essential. Success doesn't come overnight, but it will come one day.
So persistence is key.
Yes, it's like planting a seed. You can't expect a tree to grow instantly. It takes time,
Right.
water, sunlight, and care.
But in our fast-paced world, we often want immediate results.
True, but patience is vital. Great things take time.
Yeah.
Remember the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Haha, exactly.
And finally, rule number 3. Along with hard work, smart work is necessary.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure, hard work is putting in the effort, the hours. Smart work is about strategy, working efficiently. It's like digging for gold.
Right.
You can dig randomly or use tools and maps to increase your chances.
So, working smarter saves time and resources.
Exactly. Combining both is the key to maximizing success.
But isn't there a risk of over-planning and not taking enough action?
That's a valid concern. We need to avoid analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
It's all about balance. Plan smartly, but also take action.
So, don't get stuck in planning, but also don't rush without a plan.
Exactly. A friend of mine wanted to start a business and spent years planning, but never launched. So
That's
action is
unfortunate.
crucial.
Definitely. Taking that first step is often the hardest.
But once you do, you're already ahead of those who only dream.
Right. So, to sum it up, embracing failure, being consistent, and balancing hard and smart work are the keys.
Absolutely. If we apply these principles, nothing can stop us from achieving our goals.
Yeah. I think our listeners can really benefit from this.
I hope so. And remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey.
Exactly. You know, I once read that every master was once a disaster.
Haha, I like that. It's a great reminder that everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah. So, let's encourage our listeners to embrace their journey, failures and all.
Absolutely. And if you found this conversation helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. It just takes a moment, but it means a lot to us.
And we'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from failure?
Yes, your stories inspire us and the community. Let's
Right.
keep supporting each other.
Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.
Stay motivated, stay positive,